Hello students, this is part 2 of our eye project. If you were here last time, you were working on the beautiful iris color part of our eye. If you look very closely at your own iris, you usually see a lot of different lines and colors, different areas of your eye. A lot of the time it's darker around the outside and then has some lighter parts on the inside. So if you created an iris last time, you are going to now put the pupil inside. I traced a circle last time. If you didn't, you can do it today for the size of pupil that I wanted. To see on the video, I'm using a black pencil, but I am creating some lines that are concentric with my circle. One line closer to the outside of the pupil and one line closer to the inside. And then I connect them with straight lines and it becomes a curvy rectangle. A lot of the time a shine on our eye will be a curvy rectangle. So I colored inside that with white to make it a shine, and then I'm going to use black to fill in the rest of my pupil. In real life, the pupil is an opening. It lets light into the eye so we can see. When I finish coloring in my black, you will see that the white curved rectangle looks like a shine. And once you have finished coloring your eye, you may cut it out. You can also look at your own eye some more in the mirror and use some dry media like oil pastels or crayons to make it even more realistic like your eye. Usually you can see more lines, more darkness, or more lightness. Here's another way you can do your shine. I'm going to do, instead of a bent rectangle, circles. When we're outside, we might see the sun glistening in our eye, and then you'd have one circle. In this case, there's kind of two circles of light glistening in this eye, a large one and a small one. It's a technique we often see in anime. So I drew one large circle, one little circle with a pencil, colored it in with white, and now I'm coloring in the rest of my pupil with black. If we fast forward, we can see the pupil all colored in nice and black, and now I'm adding some more color after looking at the eye more carefully and seeing that it maybe needed to have some lighter parts. And then fast forward, we can cut this one out as well. All those little details help make the iris look real. And when your iris and pupil are ready, you will glue the back of them with a glue stick. Make sure you get enough around the edges to really hold those down. And then you will look for the center-ish of your eyeball, tack it down, but then flip it over and do some massaging for a while so that the glue takes hold. Look how dirty my hands were and how much dirt there was on the table. Good thing I'm not rubbing the front. This is also a good point to check your name. Is your name on the back? It also might be the case that you didn't really finish your eye last time, or maybe your colors went in towards the pupil. Look for an empty spot and put your shine there. In this case, a little curvy rectangle did fit in a blank area, or you could do a really small white circle shine. Whatever fits in a place that's already white will work best. Before I do anything wet to this iris part, I'm going to do all of my dry techniques. So here I am adding some more layers of color to add some golden glints in this mostly green-blue eye. I'm also adding some blue. I'm going to do all of the dry things before I get it wet. Then I'm going to cut out my dry, almost finished eye. And last, I'm going to get some water and a brush, and this is when I can start to do some wet brush on dry marker technique. Make sure you don't put any marker on oil pastel. And make sure you don't get it too wet. After that damp eye part is starting to dry, you can add some glue stick to the back as long as you have a messy mat down on the table, and you can add it to your sclera.